Is it Christmas already? Our fellow Toastmaster is going to wow us in the process of successfully speaking in any setting. Let's welcome him and his trusty reindeer, Chaze Patrick.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, it is that time of the year. And thus we will break out into song and sing some narratives such as chestnuts roasting. Oh wait, you gotta wait till next month to kind of get closer to that, huh? That's a karaoke session. Open house thing. For this speech, I know that we are in the business of giving and sharing our gifts with others. Therefore, I wanted to take this time to give you something that I think will solve all of your fears. Because as Toastmasters, or as people in general, when somebody asks us to actually come and speak, you're like, man, what do I talk about? How long does it have to be? Hopefully just 1 minute. However, I'm going to give you some tools from Sam's workshop that's going to help to alleviate all your fears. Let's go ahead and bring out the box. All right, this thing, remember, is going to help you throughout your current Toastmaster journey, your new Toastmaster journey, and usually just in life in general. Let's pop off the box. Here we are. The 4 secrets to successfully speaking from Santa. All right, we're going to take you through this journey. Let's go to our first point. Oh, look. Got some gifts in here. Don't worry, it's not $1 million. One day, maybe. My first point. How many of us in this room have troubles finding out what we want to talk about in our speeches? Let's be honest. When somebody asks you, all right, you're going to have to talk about something. How many of us? If you want to raise your hand, you can. If you don't, it's okay. But I can admit myself, because I'm scheduled to speak 3 times next week in the community, that a lot of times I have to figure out, what am I going to talk about? Here's some just general things. If you want to look more specifically, there are these great things out there. And if you look in the dictionary, what are they?
Words.
Words, right? I usually call this thing ideation, where you have complete silence and you kind of give yourself some reflection time. And what you do is you pull out some cards that have different sayings on it, which says, this one says library, field, plane, taking more abstract concepts to where you're thinking outside of the box of how you can make that relevant to your audience. Or if you just want to just vary it up, just shift them around and take your pick. Which one you want? What you got? Shaft. Shaft, dab, taft. Oh wait, that's another session. Or you can storm in there and just close your eyes and take a pick. Owl, which the owl's gonna be pretty full during this Christmas season. You better be ready because Black Friday is coming. Another thing you can possibly consider, in my quest to kind of gauge more context to what I wanted to discuss, I think about questions. Usually it's hard for me to answer certain types of questions. To prompt me to do that, they have this great thing called a chat pack. You buy it online, Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. The purpose of the chat pack is typically to build conversations with people, which we typically learn through our table topic sessions as Toastmasters. If I take a card, which I'm not going to make this all about me, so let's go ahead and include our guests. Take a card. You don't want to take that one. Let's give you the whole explanation. Here, we'll give you this one. What does your card say?
What is your all-time favorite scene from a movie?
What is your all-time favorite scene from a movie? Do you have one?
I guess there's so many.
There are so many, aren't there?
Yeah.
We have a lot to choose from in today's society. But this is just one question that you can use to kind of help gauge your topic. Once you figure that out, you're golden. And thus, you're definitely going to be getting that present from Santa this year. Secondly, what am I thinking? It's already here. Brainstorming, jotting down your notes, right? If I can get this out of here. Boom. Pen and paper. Putting that pen to that pad and writing to your heart's content. Let me see, I'm going to talk about one. Jingle bells, because my pen's working perfectly. 2, elves. You gotta love the elves because, you know, they take care of the gifts. 3, cold, because it's going to be cold during Christmas Day. Got that jotted down, right? Another thing you can possibly use to help with brainstorming and coming up with your outline is technology, ladies and gentlemen, technology. You know, different types of technology. There's phones, which I have 2 phones, but I don't have the other one on me right now. But you can use a tablet or a laptop. The great things about these items are that they archive all the information. You can use a Microsoft Word document, Google Docs, draft your outline, do some words that kind of come up in the process of your speech. That way you can visualize exactly what talking points you're going to discuss in your speech. Another great thing about this is you can actually, 1, record yourself doing your speech to kind of get some background or get some best practices as far as how you can enhance it. You can possibly live stream it and get some feedback from your audience. You gotta have a trusted circle for that though, all right? They'll probably throw stones at you if you get too big into it. Or just, you know, share with a friend. Say, hey, I'm recording this speech. If you could just listen to it, give me some feedback, how I can enhance it. That can also help you within the process. And if I cannot forget, which I have a lot of stuff up here, once you have those things in order, some things you want to conclude is ensuring that you know the setting to where you're going to actually be doing your speeches. Visualize yourself in an audience of 200 to 2,000 people, maybe more, and seeing how you can actually enhance that speech to inspire your audience. Ladies and gentlemen, we have talked about it. The first point, 1, the topic. 2, how you can, that's really draft the topic. 3, which my number fell in there somewhere, using those online platforms or electronic platforms to rehearse over your speech. And 4, which I can't really find 4 in here, but I did. Celebrate.
Oh, jeez.
We'll wipe that off, I promise. It falls off.
That's fine.
I apologize. My apologies. We must celebrate once we're done with our speech because we see that all the anxiety and all the preparation helps you to be dynamic and surprise your speakers. We hope you come back. Surprise your speakers and actually give a more prestige speech, which will make you one of the best speakers there are. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, sir. While Santa Claus is picking up his odds and ends,